All right, let's try this again. It seems that just about every single live stream I've done this week, I've had to try twice because the first time always has no audio. And I really don't know what it could be because what I done the second time I've started this live stream is exactly the same as I did the first. And it seems like this time we have audio. Seems?
Yes, we do have audio.
We have audio? Okay, confirmed.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, you guys. So today is the last Friday of the month, which in true Kia Hyundai channel fashion means it's live stream Q&A time. So I've brought my friend Michael over from our sales team here today to answer some of your questions live as well. So if you have any questions about current incentives or what inventory is like, or if you just want to ask questions to Michael, period, maybe what his favorite color is, favorite food,
I
let
don't
us
know. I
know.
think I'm wearing my favorite color today.
Are you wearing your favorite color?
Yes.
Pastel pink. Now, I'm just going to open up the live chat so I can see your guys' questions coming in. And I also wanted to take a second to thank you all for joining. I see Paul is on, Eduardo's on, MG is on, Glenn is on. And on our previous live stream, thank you guys for telling us that the mics are, again, still not working. I really don't know what the issue is, but if anyone's familiar with the DJI mics, we use the DJI Mic 2, and it actually plugs into our phone directly. Each time we plug it in, we get the confirmation if it's being read by the device, and it says it is, even if it's not working. So I really don't know what to do anymore. But it happens that the second time we plug it in, the second
starts
live stream, it
working.
works. We're not doing anything different. I really don't get it, but it is what it is. I think right off the bat, I want to mention that we've got EV5 trim lines and pricing released. So late yesterday, Kia Canada updated their webpage to show all of the available trim lines, as well as the colors and the MSRP. So this vehicle is going to have a starting price point of around $46,000 Canadian, and then the top trim level is just over $62,000. Now, one of my favorite things about the new EV5 is, number one, it's a very good looking car. It's got an attractive price point, but you can get just about any trim line you want, other than the introductory trim, which I will say is going to be a very limited stock vehicle, in either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. So Michael, what that means is if I want the fully loaded Kia EV5, I can get an all-wheel drive if I want. It's an additional $2,500. Or I can get it front-wheel drive and have a little bit more range, which, hey, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at it at all. So it is very exciting to see that come to the Kia lineup. Michael, are you pumped for it?
Yes. It's actually because I get asked this a lot. They're like, okay, so you have the EV6 and then you have the big giant EV9.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in between? And I always say, I don't know yet. It hasn't been confirmed. Now that it is confirmed, I'll be following up with my customers that ask those questions.
Yes. And not only is it confirmed next month,
Oh,
I guess
I wish.
technically next month, but also next week, December 4th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's actually a live pre-order process on Kia Canada's website. So if you did want to place an order for an EV5, that is where you can do it. The units are expected to arrive early 2026, so Q1 of 2026, and they will be 2027 model years. So even though you're getting it in 26, it's being built in 26, it is a 2027. Whew, it's crazy to think about. For some reason, the live stream actually won't open up for me. I've had the worst technical difficulties the
It
last
seems to
while.
be working for me.
Can you tell me what the questions are? Michael, it's been a long time. How have you been?
Really good. It's just Gabby hasn't needed me for anything.
Have any of y'all seen the new Zootopia 2 movie yet? I have not seen it. Adrian asked, are y'all both single? Asking for a friend. Michael and I are both taken, not by each other.
Wait, here, let me try and
Do
figure.
you want to switch? Okay.
Yes.
Eduardo asked if I missed the Firefly. I mean, not really, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy to have it gone. Only good-looking Filipinos like me and Michael can pull off a pink polo shirt.
One gift can change everything.
What color does the EV9 come in? So there's quite a few color options for the Kia EV9. We actually have one just to the side here.
I got it.
Yeah, I'll switch with you. So here is one of our gray options. There we are. I wish I could show you all of them right now, but I don't have any outside at the moment. I can actually pull up Kia Canada's website and walk you through all the available colors. My favorite for the EV9 is probably ocean blue. And that's strange for me. I'm never usually a bright color person for cars, but it does look very nice on the EV9. I'll also show you guys what we can expect to see for the EV5. Maybe I'll show you that first, simply because I already have it open on Kia Canada's website. So there are a few options. Don't really remember how I can get the color. Oh, here we are. So there's 8 color options available across all trim lines. Usually in the past, the entry trim never gave you all the available options, but we have that now. So typical Snow White Pearl, Gravity Gray, which is a dark metallic gray finish, Fusion Black, Ivory Silver, kind of, I almost call this a pearly silver. It's got a lot of colorful tones in it. Magma Red, this is a horrible, horrible demonstration of what the actual color will look like. This looks almost burgundy, but I don't expect it to be that burgundy-ish. Dark Ocean Blue, we've seen this in the past. Iceberg Green, we've seen it on the EV9. And then Frost Blue. This will be the first time we're receiving Frost Blue or Magma Red in the Kia lineup. Let's pull up the EV9's colors. So we'll just head over to brochure, Kia EV9. I'll show you guys the available colors. So this one here is Ocean Blue. This was the launch color for the car. Absolutely stunning. And then all of our available options here. So the typical Snow White Pearl, Aurora Black, Flare Red, Ocean Blue. There's our Iceberg Green, Pebble Gray, Ivory Silver, and Panthera Metal. So this over here is the Pebble Gray color. It's like almost a steel gray finish if you're familiar with steel gray in some of our past cars. Alrighty, back to the questions. They need to get you a new tablet. Oh, do you guys want to see, do you want to hear what happened to my iPad? Because it wasn't me that broke it. It was actually Mr. Tim. If you guys remember Tim, my manager. He's still around, he's still kicking, but he's not here today. I was doing a video, Tim was helping me, and then after the video, I was closing all the doors. Tim decides to close the hood. I left the hood open. And in the hood, I had my iPad just closed like this, just, on the hood itself. He slams it, doesn't close, slams it again, still doesn't close. He's like, huh, this hood won't close. And I didn't think anything of it at first, and then I realized, Tim, my iPad's in there. And yeah, it's been like this for almost 2 years now. Still works though, so we're gonna keep using it. Anyway, let's see. Michael, do you see any questions, specific questions?
No, I just opened it back up again. Hold on.
Adele said, I'd say visit the dealership for the full view of these colors. I would say that too, except we do not have all of the colors here. So prepare to be disappointed if you want to see all of the colors.
Yeah, I haven't really seen blue, apart from the 2 that we got. But out of all the colors, what's your favorite? Out of like all the EV9 colors?
For the EV9 specifically?
Yes.
Ocean Blue.
Ocean Blue.
I already said that though. Michael wasn't listening. What's your favorite color period out of all of our vehicles?
I would say, I think the ivory, what was it, ivory silver?
Ivory Silver?
Yes. It's just when the sun hits it, it almost like a color shift. And it's subtle. I don't like loud.
Color shift paints are always really cool. I just got here, are either of those Ocean Blue? For the EV5, if that's what you're asking, there is no Ocean Blue for the EV5 release. However, we do have a new Frost Blue and we have Dark Ocean Blue. So 2 blue options.
I'm actually excited to see that Frost Blue.
Yes, me too. Tim is out doing his Black Friday shopping for a new iPad for Gabby. I wish, but no. Tim is actually going to a musical today, a play, The Sound of Music. What's the price of the new Telluride? So the Canadian MSRP has not been officially released to us, unfortunately. When is the Christmas party at Brantford Kia? So we actually don't have a Christmas party during the holiday-ish season. We have the Brantford Kia Valentine's Day Christmas party. It's in February usually. Usually around Valentine's Day. You must read so much to know everything. I do read quite a bit. I try to stay up to date, of course. I also spend a lot of time with these cars too. New Telluride's on my Christmas list. Say hi to Charlotte. I absolutely will. Thank you so much. I saw a question earlier on. I don't see it now, but somebody asked, how is the Tucson? The Tucson is fantastic. I'm loving it so far. Honestly, mind you, the trim level I'm driving, it is very well equipped. It's got all the bells and whistles, all the features you could think of. But what I find myself most grateful for, and seriously, what I miss the most, is number one, the proximity entry. So just walking up to the door handle and reaching for it. Push to start ignition, again, because I love just throwing my keys in my bag or in one of my pockets. And then the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I miss that so much. But obviously the fuel efficiency is fantastic. I've been driving it, I think, 3 or 4 days of the week now. Yeah, because I picked it up on Tuesday, so today's Friday. I'm averaging about 1.4 liters per 100 kilometers.
I wish.
That is insane.
I wish.
It is very good. So of course it is a plug-in hybrid. It has just over 50 kilometers of electric range, but it is very cold out right now. I do have the climate control on because I'm someone who's always running cold, and I'm running it at highway speeds to get to work. It's roughly 45, 46 kilometers one way. So it is using a little bit of gas, a little bit of fuel to get the vehicle up to temp, but also to meet the power demands of my driving. But even then, 1.4 liters per 100 kilometers is absolutely nuts.
Compared to what was it?
Well, my truck was probably around 14 to 15 liters per 100 kilometers. So that's the difference.
Yes.
Yeah. Adele said $200 a week on fuel. Yeah, so in the past, my truck was, it's not $200 flat. It's just under, I would say probably, depending on what else I'm doing during the week. So if it's just commuting, it's closer to, you know, the 150 mark. But if I'm doing outside driving or stuff on the weekends, I'm closer to 200. That thing sucks on gas.
That's a lot. And do you mostly do like the highway or do you?
Yeah, so the reason why it's so bad on fuel is because I largely take the highway just because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't give myself that much time to get to work in the morning and then I'm stuck with no option but to take the highway. That truck, anything over 100 kilometers per hour, 110, it just eats the gas. I mean, it's such high in its RPM, it's just, it runs so loud, it runs so heavy. It's not good. Plus in the winter, I do weigh the bed down, so there's additional weight on the vehicle, and it's got a large fuel tank and a very thirsty powertrain. But if I take the country roads, it does take a little bit longer, so it's about 10 more minutes of driving, but because I'm lower speeds, roughly about 80 kilometers per hour in some areas, down to 60 kilometers per hour, it's better on fuel. But again, I can't always do that because I don't always give myself enough time to do that. So when I take the highway exclusively, I'm looking close to $200 a week.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Tell me about it. Full tank every 3-4 days.
Maybe.
Yeah. But $200 a week means you can almost afford an EV, right? Wink, wink. Yeah, absolutely. Now, one thing I will say, because my truck is obviously paid for and it costs not a lot on insurance, fuel is really my only expense. So $200 a week, but $50 a month on insurance and no car payment. At the end of the day, I'm paying less than I was with my Forte, but it doesn't feel like that. It's very painful every day at the gas pump for sure. Someone asked what kind of truck do I have. It is a 2010 Mazda B4000, so it's got the 4-liter Ford engine. Yeah, fuel consumption of a V8, power of a 4-cylinder. The beauty of calling it a V6. Will Kia ever bring a sports car? Michael, I'll let you answer that.
I really wish. I really wish.
So no.
Yeah, no.
Well, we do have some definitely sport-oriented models, but no longer sports cars specifically. We used to have the Kia Stinger, and that was a fantastic GT vehicle. So it was a sedan, beautiful, wide, smooth, curvy body with all-wheel drive, and it was comfortable but also powerful. Then we got rid of that, and our next performance halo car was the EV6 GT. That has ended production as well, and now we have the EV9 GT. So not exactly a sports car, because it's a 3-row all-electric SUV, but it is a high-performance variation of said SUV. Okay, Benji is talking about his Seltos. As of last night, with 10 meters of visibility and absolutely no visible lines on the road, I was able to drive up to 60 kilometers per hour, which is pretty good. So I'm just looking at what's this discussion about. Okay. How are the Kia all-wheel drive cars on the snow? Is there a particular model that's the best? Okay, so that's Benji's response to that question. So I would say there's definitely no, I guess, vehicle that is the best in the snow. When it comes to snow, the biggest thing is always going to be winter tires, and I say this in every single video that talks about all-wheel drive or winter driving conditions. All-wheel drive is extremely helpful because it helps get you moving, but if you don't have the traction or grip supplied by your tires, that extra movement can just put you quicker into the ditch or quicker into a undesirable situation.
Yeah, it definitely needs, like you definitely need winter tires.
Yes.
And that's coming from me, very stubborn, and not putting winter tires. I've experienced that today, and I am going to be putting winter tires in my car.
Yeah, funny enough, today was actually a great demonstration of the difference of winter tires. So the vehicle I'm driving, the Tucson, I just put snows on it 2 days ago, 2 days ago. So just before the snowstorm. And that thing feels like it's on rails. It feels like it is stuck to the road. Steer it anywhere and it's good. The area that I live in is pretty country, so we don't always get our roads plowed that quickly. Sometimes it takes 2 days before our roads get plowed, and that thing handled this morning with no problem. However, when I got to work, because we had such lovely snowfall last night, the beauty of working at a car dealership is it's not just your vehicle you're wiping the snow off in the morning, it is every car on the lot.
Yes.
So Michael, I, and the whole sales team were starting all of our vehicles, rearranging them so the lot could get plowed and wiping the snow off. One of the things we also do is put fuel in our cars, so, we don't get condensation in our tank or clog any lines. So I took a few cars over to the gas station, and quite a bit of them were all-wheel drive vehicles with all-season tires. Yeah, I really felt a big difference.
You can.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
you start slipping like crazy
Yeah, that and
without it.
there's a little bit of oversteer as well too, understeer depending on what the bias of the all-wheel drive system is. But one that was most notable to me, it was a fairly new Ford Explorer. It was a 2021 model. It had the all-wheel drive system with, their own snow modes and all that kind of thing. And that felt pretty slippery. I will say that car is also fairly punchy too, so I wasn't exactly used to the throttle response on that car. And I had a bit of an interesting turn out of the dealership. So all-wheel drive is not a solution for winter driving. It's helpful, but getting winter tires are what really makes a difference. Tim said, where were you guys at 5 a.m.? Not here.
I'm pretty sure I was sleeping.
So I was, yeah. Gabby, would you / Brantford Kia ever do a year-end vehicle awards where you give your #1 spot for a bunch of different categories since you know them all so well? I think we could do that. Maybe like an awards night, almost like the Grammys or the Oscars, but we give them to the cars. Everyone has to dress up.
I feel like that would be pretty cool, actually.
In the old days at a dealer in the winter, a Cadillac and a Mustang, I remember the sweat making a left turn at blast, yeah. So it's interesting getting to drive all these different vehicles and seeing how their all-wheel drive systems differ, or even just how the throttle response and overall steering feels. And that was my first time driving the newer generation of the Ford Explorer. I was, again, quite impressed with the power output, but also a little bit taken aback. Such a big, heavy car did not feel very planted to the ground, I'll tell you that. Felt very loose. What's your favorite Hyundai? I think I gotta say it right now, I'm loving the Tucson plug-in hybrid. I will say that. But I think my favorite Hyundai ever, still a concept car, but that is the Envision 74. I absolutely love the styling of it. It is such a cool vehicle that I really hope does eventually come to production. Maybe not as a hydrogen fuel cell. They are talking about making it just a regular EV, but I would love to see that come to life.
I'm literally looking up how it looks right now.
Oh, Michael, prepare to be amazed. It's a cool car.
Oh my goodness, the taillights.
Yes, show the class.
Well, my Safari is being a little bit weird, but oh my goodness. Oh, and the side.
Tim is exposing me right now, saying I needed a pizza lunch to get me to do the work outside. So funny enough, I think my colleagues are trying to paint me as a greedy little food-driven creature, but no, the entire sales team, including me, we're all helping move the cars around, getting the snow cleared off. Tim was here at the crack of dawn plowing the lot. Let's give it up for Tim. But I was not the one that suggested getting pizza for lunch. It was actually Eric. But Eric said it was us. He blamed it on us, but it was actually him that was feeling greedy. Anyway. So what made you trade the Kia Forte for a Mazda truck? Delusion. Great presentation, impressive knowledge. Are the seats squishy? In what vehicle? Hey Gabby, will the 2027 Hyundai Tucson get a new look / redesign? So the Tucson is slated for a redesign for 2027. I do believe it will be released sometime in 2026, but the vehicle itself will only be changed for its 2027 model year most likely. I am curious to see what it's going to exactly look like. Of course, there's been tons of rendered images online, but take those with a grain of salt. I'm very excited, however, to see what really comes to fruition. If I'm feeling hopeful, the Toronto Auto Show takes place in February. That'll be, of course, the 2026 Toronto Auto Show. Maybe we'll get some news there. I'm really, really hoping this time we will finally see updated Elantra, though. I've been saying that for almost 2 years now. It is about dang time. Hyundai Canada, if you're watching, please don't let me down. I've been telling the people so many times now that it's coming, but it never comes. I feel like every auto show for the last 2 years, I'm like, oh, maybe we'll see the new Elantra. And every time I have to report back saying, guys, I was wrong. No new Elantra yet. But if we can get new Elantra and new Tucson, I'll be a happy girl. Doubt is back. Zoran's on. Hello, Zoran. Are you coming to Montreal in January? I wasn't planning on it. I would like to go to the Detroit Auto Show in January for reasons that I feel really embarrassed to share, but I would like to go do that because I have other business I need to take care of in Detroit. Michael, any questions you want to answer?
I'm having a hard time looking at them right now because my eyes are not very good.
Zoran asked where Charlotte is. So Charlotte is off because she had a baby recently. So she is on mat leave. Usually every Tuesday and Wednesday, Charlotte's going to try her best to pop in and pre-record some videos with me or go live with me. I believe in December, though, she is going to have to not do that as much because she is something to do with her daycare. She's got to watch her kids a little more, I think. I think there's a closure for a week or two at her daycare. But I forget, to be honest. I'll ask her again today. My guess is Gabby's getting a new tattoo in Detroit. No, but if you guys want to hear the actual real reason why that I'm kind of embarrassed, I bought a jacket last week in LA, not realizing that although the company I bought it from is a Canadian company and has Canadian stores, I can't make a return. So I got it in the length that I didn't want, or I didn't realize there was a shorter length. So when I got back to Canada, I said, hey, can I return this? I want to get the shorter length. And they said, no, because you bought it in the States. And I said, what? It's the same price, though. I don't need a refund or anything. Can I just get the shorter length? And they said, no, absolutely not. But we can extend your return window. You just have to go to the States. And the closest American location is in Detroit. So if I can go to the Detroit Auto Show and return this jacket, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, we're good. We're so good. Anyway, that's up to Tim and Pat whether they want to allow me to do that. If I can get the time off work to get really important business done.
They're asking what Hyundai are we sitting in?
We're sitting in a Kia. This is the Kia Seltos. Benji said, that's reasonable. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but also, I mean, guys, it was an expensive jacket. What's your favorite part about working here at Brantford Kia? The pizza.
Oh, I was going to say the same thing.
No, honestly, that's a great question to ask because, Michael, do you know what Monday is for me?
What's Monday?
It's my 5-year anniversary at Brantford Kia.
Does that mean another pizza day?
Tim, if you're still watching, does that mean another pizza day? We're going to get the good pizza, too. We're getting more than 3 toppings.
Definitely.
Yeah, that'll be my 5-year anniversary. 5 years from now, I guess. or Monday, I started, and it was also a very snowy day. And I remember my first day, we were driving around, cleaning cars, and I thought, oh, this is my life now. And I still stayed. But yeah, I started in sales, so it was very, very different back at that time. I wasn't doing any videos. If you guys actually go back and watch my first video, I look completely different. My voice, I was so soft-spoken and shy, and now I think I talk too much, so.
Doubt said extra onion on the pizza.
Yeah, he doesn't like me.
And Jollibee Monday from Doubt.
Where's the nearest Jollibee in Brantford?
Um,
I guess Mississauga, right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we are at 25 minutes, so we should probably end off today's video shortly. I just want to quickly see if there's any other questions, maybe something car related. I don't see any questions really. 5 years ago, and a few with those false eyelashes that would tickle the dash. Yeah, I used to have the eyelash extensions. Yeah.
I'm just looking at ones.
There's a lot of embarrassing things in some of my older videos, actually.
And EV4 hatch news.
I'll never forget, I was filming a Telluride with Charlotte, and my jeans ripped, like, right on my... So halfway through the video, you just see me wearing a sweater around my waist. We're like, well, we're not gonna end this video now. We got so much done. We have to keep going. I've also had an allergic reaction on camera. I've hit my head on camera. I've never had a panic attack or anything on camera, so that's good.
How can we make that? I'm kidding.
There was one video, I think we were filming, I think it was an entry-level car, so nothing too crazy. But I looked down at my watch, my heart rate's 130. That was one of the bloopers in our videos. I was like, actually, maybe I should check what it is now. Do you guys want to
check mine?
Should we end every live video with the heart rate reveal?
Where's yours at?
I don't know. I just pulled it up now. It was 73 5 minutes ago. That's actually not that high, I feel, for me.
I feel like mine's very
Oh, it's 124.
How did it jump from there to 124?
I'm constantly living in a state of fight or flight.
Wait, actually mine's not any lower. Mine's at 102.
Guys, and they say media isn't a real job. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We hope to see you again on Monday's live stream, which again is my anniversary. Let me know if you want a live stream of me asking my boss for a raise. Anyway, take care.